I forgot I forgot our mascot.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? By everybody, I mean the hyenas out there that listen to these two hyenas. We're all fucking hyenas because all there is nature's truth, and hyenas represent that, and we are fucking wild. I'm Hyenas Pappas.
I'm Chris DiStefano. I got a clean colon, cuz clean ass.
People have been waiting all week.
Yo, thank you for all the messages. Thank you for the tweets. Chris the teacher, thank you for sending me pictures of your open asshole. They're now on the desk of the FBI. But thank you so much for everybody who reached out. The kid's colon's clean. I had 3 polyps that were fine, that they cleaned out of my asshole.
Yeah.
And
weren't even cancerous either.
Weren't even cancerous. And yeah, why I was shitting blood, I don't know. We're going to have to talk to Dr. Nick, but I will post those shit pics on Patreon one of these days.
Well, you know, the American diet's just going to make you shit blood once in a while.
I think that's what it was.
It's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
If you're born in the red, white, and blue, there's going to be some red in your poo.
That's what it is. And maybe some blue.
Yeah, maybe a little blue too.
It could cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
could be eating Play-Doh.
It's a nice feeling to have a clean colon, but now I'm having lower back pain, so it's on to the next thing.
On to the next thing. The anxiety, self-obsession puts you, oh wow, what is this now? Do I got a tumor in my lower spine?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
but it's it feels good.
You'll have a couple of days of a high though.
I was gonna say it feels good to have a couple of days where just not to worry, but then give it 48 hours, we'll start shit'll hit the fan again.
Yeah, you'll have to beat yourself up or something. That's Catholic guilt, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You gotta. You guys gotta. It's like almost like a, not proverbial, but kind of like some sort of just flogging yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? You gotta be in pain.
I mean, yeah, and
if you're not suffering, does life feel weird?
If you're not suffering, I don't think you can be Catholic. Because then why are you at church? What are you asking for? The whole religion is based on asking for forgiveness. You have to go to confession. You have to go to church to absolve yourself. The whole thing is that's the pattern.
But but life is already so difficult.
Right.
Life is already so hard. Why add so much more guilt on top? Isn't it a little redundant?
Of course, but but
it's what Jesus wants.
It's what Jesus wants, and it's what the bishop wants.
Yeah, he wants some other stuff too.
It's what the Pope wants.
Comes with a cost.
They didn't get me though, cuz
you don't know, you blocked out.
They cleaned out my colon. They said we're good.
He cleaned it out first.
Yeah.
Maybe this was the second time you had your colon cleaned.
Maybe I have gotten a colonoscopy before.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Yo, fucking Bardo Church is here. White Wasp is here, rubbing his nose. Zach Ice's face is here. And then we got Mikey Mush is here.
Mikey Mush is here, finally. We've been trying to get him.
Yeah.
He's a hard get.
And he's here now.
Yeah.
Breathing heavy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's a nice. I like that background soundtrack of just heavy breathing.
Zach has found a disgusting picture of a hyena with its tail between its legs, covering up its asshole.
We keep getting
that one was Mike. Mike got this one.
Oh, Mike got this one. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. That's a good one. This one is. I like it. It's a little bit set further back. This picture, it's still disgusting and hideous, and it's got 3 or 4 different shades of fur. It looks like its neck is broken. But it's not as disgusting as the ones that we've seen. So I appreciate that, Mike. You kind of giving us one that's a little less threatening.
I think he looks cute.
He does look cute.
Doesn't he look like he's posing like it doesn't look like a sort of like an Instagram hoochie mama posing with the ass?
Yeah.
Like, look at this, look at that. This ass look good. That's that Kardashian shit there.
Ass shots. I got us a gift. I got us some hyena sweatshirts that I'll have for next week.
Where'd you get those?
I got them on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? Our merch is going to be available soon.
Yes, our merch is going to be available soon at our website, which we're in the process of building.
We got a legal team trying to get it back.
We have a legal team trying to get BayRidgeBoys.com back from the psychopath fan who bought it. I think he bought BayRidgeBoys.com and I think he bought a couple. Or theBayRidgeBoys.com. I mean, he's just a true blue fucking psycho. He's the TBP of the week.
Well, he probably went and got all of them. He probably went Cuties with Smoothies. He probably got True Blue, everything. He went True Blue and then every word in the English language.
He's got like a $15,000 a month bill from GoDaddy.
Do I got your attention now?
Yeah, dickhead.
He's got your attention now, doesn't he?
Yeah, what an asshole. But,
Well, what are you gonna do?
you know, what are you gonna do? People go nuts. They live in, I don't know why. I mean, people lose their minds.
Dude, you inhaled that smoothie.
Did I drink it too quick?
You drank it real quick. You didn't get a freezer brain?
No. This voice right here, like this is, I think you and I have spoken about this before, Hyenas. Like this voice right here used to be, if it was the 1990s, this would be, I'm clearly making fun of a gay man.
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely making fun of a gay man. But nowadays, this could be like someone's father. Like this is just a heterosexual, liberal cuck voice.
Absolutely.
This is what we sound like.
Yeah, pussy hats and all.
Yeah, we are triggered and offended by what? We don't fucking know because we're just bored. So
No.
we're upset with you.
It's 2018. Women are here, okay? And even though I'm not one, I am one.
I defend women.
Down with toxic masculinity.
Yay. Oh my God, I did a college gig a couple of nights ago, a fun gig, but I could tell like some like even just me saying, like making fun of my dad, doing impersonations of my dad, that he used to make fun of me and call me gay when I was a kid because, like, you know, it was the 90s and it was just okay to do that. Yeah. I mean, just even saying the word gay at college campuses now, I mean, kids, they don't know what to do. They go into fucking shock.
Yeah.
Because you can't. It's funny how, like, we're at a place now where it's got so diluted and it's so we're so coddled that, I mean, the words real. A kid would really hurt himself because of a word that he or she didn't like.
Yeah.
How wild is that?
Well, the place that we're at is called The End. It's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I mean, when you're right before the end, nobody ever sees it. The end is sudden and shocking, and it comes. I mean, we're just at the end, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, every civilization has its run,
right,
and then it peaks,
right,
and we're past the peak and we're on the decline.
So
I mean, we don't go back to normal after this, man.
So, who is there, in your opinion? Is there like a new Rome? Like, if there was a new Rome, what country would it come from? Do you think?
The United States. We're the new Rome.
No, I understand, but I'm saying that we're in the decline. So
Chicka China.
You think of China?
China.
It's a Chinese.
Hoi.
He said shout out to my anesthesiologist. From I don't know, remember your name? I think it was I forgot, Dr. P. And you were really nice to me, and you could tell that I was nervous, and you were what sounded like straight off the boat from China. So I told you I think your country's number one. I told you that after I woke up from the surgery that I think China's number one. That was one of the first words I said. But you really helped me out. You said you're just gonna fear a little prick.
For that right there could take our whole podcast down.
Really?
That's
so we have to edit it out?
No, we leave it in. I'm just saying.
It's gonna make you fall asleep. That's how he sounded.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Like, if he was here right now,
I know.
He said, it's going to be good. You're just going to take a little nap.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's a stereotype that's based in truth.
Yeah.
You know?
But I'm not saying I'm just saying that is literally, if I was doing an impersonation of you, I'd be like, hi, my name's Hyenas Puppets. I'm fucking Marisa. Like, that's just how you sound. And then, Bardo Church would just be like, that Bardo. And Zach would just be like, and Mike the Mush would just be sounds of him chewing and swallowing food.
Yeah.
And then, the Chinese guy is just, you're gonna take a nap.
Well, he probably didn't sound exactly like that.
I mean, it was pretty close. It was pretty close.
Was he really? I mean,
he was really Chinese. He was the nicest guy, like the best guy, and he really kept me calm so much. But I woke up, and when you wake up from a surgery, you're not a surgery, a procedure, you're like a little loopy. So I was talking to him like we were talking to those guys in the smoothie shop, and I was like, China's number one, right? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, he just wanted nothing to do with you.
Yeah, he was like, we're doing well. We found a polyp, and we're gonna send it to the lab.
I mean,
I was like, you guys are number one.
So yeah, nowadays.
So we're gonna get fired. The podcast is gone for this.
I mean, it could if we were big, we'd get you. That would be controversial.
All right, so Zach, can you edit out? Well, no, maybe we should edit out because I got a new gig on Comedy Central.
No,
so
we're not editing. You're not gonna go down.
Am I gonna go down for that?
No,
Bardo, you think I'll go? Will I lose my Comedy Central gig for that?
No, I don't think so.
No, right?
I think you'll be all right.
All right.
I don't think Comedy Central's got to take what they can get right now. You know what I mean?
Chrissy D.
If they fire you
for that, well, I didn't say that. That was Hyenas Papas.
They know it though, right?
I listened. I mean, I'm not saying I love Comedy Central.
I mean, if whatever show you're hosting goes well, They're probably gonna make you sign a contract before, so Netflix doesn't take you out. And I mean, Netflix is just taking everybody.
No, I feel like Netflix doesn't like me. I saw some people from Netflix at the comedy festival that I was at a couple of weeks ago, and I just feel like I'm not, I think because one of the executives on Netflix got bullied a lot, and I just look too much like a bully. Sometimes the gatekeepers are, like we said, like very nerdy people, and if you look too much like a person who, gave them an atomic wedgie and made them, shit blood, then you're never going to get anything from them. But until they find out that, I'm not a bully. I was actually bullied myself too, but because I just look too much like a guy who hurt them.
Yeah, you do got a douchey look about you.
And you do too if you take your glasses off. I think your glasses are safe. I don't want you to get LASIK.
I want to get LASIK. Yeah.
No, because I think what you can do now is you have the street smarts and you're like a Brooklyn kid and you're a tough kid, but when you put the glasses on, you just look like Katie Lang. You just look like a transitioning lesbian, and I think that helps you a lot. That's why you're successful, because you don't look threatening. When you take your glasses off, you kind of look a little bit douchey too. When you're wearing your Montreal Expos hat, like people can't fit you. Like, why is this guy's got a Brooklyn accent? He's wearing a size medium T-shirt. He's got a Montreal Expos hat on. He's holding a pit bull. What is he doing?
Yeah.
But when you put your glasses on, you kind of just look like you work at a flea market.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'm about to jump into a river anyway.
Why?
Because I want to be a fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because fishes don't have genders.
Yeah. Hank Azaria went down too for doing. They got a poo.
Ugh. So he said he's retiring a poo?
Well, he just basically did. No, he said he would. He's open to it. Yeah, I think he's given up because.
Yeah, it's a little upsetting.
He didn't know that kids got bullied because of it.
Well, I don't think that's true, but.
Huh?
I don't think kids did get bullied because of it, but I think that's when comics make documentaries about, because they have no real talent. That's just what they fucking make shit up.
Yeah, because if it wasn't a poo, then what are they not going to do the voice?
Yeah, so I mean,
it was because of a poo that they went. Hello, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, and even and even if that's is that your biggest problem? I mean, the fucking voice. Come on, shut up. Every community. If
it hurts, Chris.
Okay,
it hurts.
It hurts.
Has everyone ever gone up to you and go, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, yes, they have.
Yeah, but that's okay because your skin color is fair.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fuck you, you Italian greaseball.
Fuck you. Yeah, I've had that. I've also been, mistaken for another comedian who is white, and people have come up to me all the time, multiple times, and said the wrong name to me. They're like, "Oh, you're Andrew Schultz," or they've even thought sometimes I'm you, because it's like we just look like white comedians to them, and that's fine. I don't get offended, but another race gets extremely offended. Like, why is it not my time yet? It's like, no, it's just because that's how people are. We're fucking half listening. Everybody's half listening. Nobody really gives a shit about anybody.
No.
In this world, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's what I love to see is like, do you really think anybody cares?
No.
Like, nobody fucking cares.
Your
about
mother. That's it.
That's it. That's the only person that cares about you is your mom.
Yeah.
If your mom would mourn your loss, but if any of us in this room died tomorrow, it's like we'd all be upset, but our lives would just keep going on.
Yeah.
And 99% of the rest of my life would be spent not thinking about you.
Yeah.
Except my mother. My mother would think about me that I'm dead.
Yeah.
Everyone else would just be like, oh yeah, when my name popped up, you'd be like, oh, I'm upset about that.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. That's what I think. A lot of, at least comics or people in entertainment, they think that they matter. And it's like nobody fucking cares about you. And when are you going to accept that?
And nobody cares about what we do, really.
Nobody gives a you know how many times I've had, even somebody came up to me after my special when you did up when 10 minutes before me, crushed, but it was my special. They were there for me, supposedly my fans. I did an hour of comedy that I thought went well, and people came up to me and were like, I love that joke that you did about the Brooklyn Bridge. It's like, oh, that's Giannis's joke. That's one of Giannis's best jokes.
Yeah,
so it's like, no, you don't fucking care.
No, they just mix it all together. Whenever you do a showcase, you ever do like a showcase show, like 6 other comics, and they quoted somebody else's joke to you?
Yeah.
They don't care.
Nobody
the way
cares.
people process fame who are not in comedy, like even Michelle Wolf after this, nobody cares about her stand-up or her jokes, or
No.
she's in the gym, she's a good joke. Nobody cares about what the gossip is amongst comedians and what her
No.
reputation is.
No.
It's just name recognition. They go, oh, they know
That's
the
it.
name, and
Yeah.
like they don't even know. A lot of people probably don't even know that Amy Schumer does stand-up comedy.
No, they
They're
have no
just like,
idea.
oh, she's a girl from the movies.
And if you guys didn't watch the White House Correspondents' dinner, all the talk today and over the weekend was about Michelle Wolf's performance, which I loved. I think, that they finally hired a real fucking comic who wrote real jokes. And
Well, you got to take it easy with that.
what do you mean?
I mean, you know who's done that? You know who's hosted that?
Well, I mean, like recent, like as of recent.
Yeah,
like,
you know who's hosted it recently?
who?
I don't know. I'm fucking Jon Stewart.
Oh yeah, but that's a real comic.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart's a real comic. I don't mean him.
Okay.
I mean, like, sometimes they just get like funny people, but they're
Yeah.
not actual comics.
Yeah.
To do like stand-up comics. I know there's different forms of comedy, but I'm saying Michelle. Let me rephrase. An actual joke writer. Michelle is an actual person who writes jokes, and she wrote a lot of great jokes. And people can't take a joke in our country.
Yeah, people
anymore.
are very
They
sensitive.
just cannot. So all the scrutiny that Michelle's getting, just understand all the people tweeting that they want to see her go down. You're just going to raise her up. So please continue to fucking tweet at her because her profile just keeps rising, which I love to see. Michelle and I started comedy the same time, and I'm doing a podcast in Bobby Kelly's studio, and she's fucking the most famous person in America right now. But whatever. But her and I started. And she worked harder than any of us. She was one that, like, she would just sit and write jokes at open mics, even at the Comedy Sellers. The girl just writes her ass off. So any type of success Michelle has had, I am a big fan of because I just know how hard she works. And she's got, like, she's just awesome. And I think that, the people who are fucking shitting on her are just bored. I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. You say this all the
but
time.
they're making her. The people shitting on her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, are making her.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't if it wasn't for the controversy, it wouldn't be part of the national conversation. That's what
Not at
everyone's
all.
talking about. Was this appropriate? Was it not? And then you got people mostly on the left rallying around, take it. Oh, the president says worse stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got people on the right going like, it was lowbrow. It was, it's a lot of. It just really, to me, highlights how divided
Absolutely.
and how much the two sides kind of toe the line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Michelle wrote jokes. She got hired to write jokes. That's what she did. She accomplished that. I think personally, moving forward, just don't have a comedian anymore. Just have somebody do like impressions,
Or don't have the dinner.
Yeah, or don't have the
I mean,
dinner.
what's the dinner about? What is
It's-
it?
Yeah.
And
I know some people say, well, no, then you're letting them win. It's like, no, I'm not talking about, there's no winning or losing. It's not a game. I'm just saying it's pointless to have the dinner. Nobody gives a fuck. And the comedian always just winds up offending someone. So if you're going to have the dinner, just fucking have a magician up there.
Yeah.
Have a guy with a fucking puppet.
Yeah.
And do that shit. And then it's easier. So then nobody gets offended because, the America we live in right now, it's like if you say but you know what I like? Here's what I want to say too. What I know for a fact that Michelle knew she was going to get scrutiny for that, and she said fuck it and did it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what I think most comedians, most of us are going to have to do. Because if you show any fear at this shit, then I think you let these liberals eat you up. But if you're just like fuck you,
but
fuck
it's not
you,
the liberals.
keep going.
It's not the liberals that are being sensitive about this. About Michelle.
Now
it's conservatives.
right. Well, I mean,
It's
just
the other way.
Just people annoying people,
Yeah.
Just people who have, in my opinion, if you've picked a side, you're fucking annoying. Because it's like the middle is where the most normal people live. So if you've picked a side, whether it's left or right, just shut up. Just stop. It's a stupid thing to do, in my opinion, because you can't agree with that. I don't, like what Kanye West said. He said he doesn't agree with what anybody 100%. So it's like, take that. Take
Independent thought. You know what's interesting, though? I've been thinking about sort of this thing. The internet kind of changed everything.
Right.
Where it's like comedians now bring what they do outside of the context of where people pay to go see them.
Right.
So it's like sometimes I think comedians also, just to be fair a little bit, have to realize that when you're not in a comedy club or like, you're making a statement somewhere or you're trying to make a joke somewhere, you're not in the context or the confines, the safe confines of a comedy club where everyone understands like, hey, this guy's trying to make a joke. We all paid to come watch whatever, So it's like you can't. What's been happening in this country seems like we go all the way to the right, then the left comes and bangs it all the way to the left, and then it goes all the way left, then the right comes and swings it. It's like we can't find this kind of balance anymore. So it's like now everyone's going like, I get it, because look, it's the millennial generation, and they're mostly the sensitive. They've really created this milieu of kind of like safety words and trigger words and all this shit, and that's because they've grown up in an era that's never. I mean, we experienced in a such a paradigm shift from like 20 years ago till today,
Yeah.
as far as what the amenities of modernity can afford you, as far as comfort, as far as service jobs. Our jobs aren't even real jobs anymore. I mean,
Right.
nobody's working in a fucking You're doing dream shit. We're living
Right.
off our parents till we're 40. I mean, this is sweatshops in third world countries have made this possible like never before. You
Right.
know, nobody fucking works. But what I don't want to see happen and what shouldn't see happen is people on the right or comedians going like, fucking, you know, stop being offended, you fucking, you know, and just saying you can't define offense out of existence.
Right.
Like, because, you know, the whole point of a good joke is that there's the risk that it's offensive. That's why you laugh when it's good.
Right.
Because you're kind of tightrope
Right.
walking that line.
Right.
So if you get rid of the offense part, you know, if you're like, don't be offended at anything, and then there's just no decency anymore. There's no balance anymore.
Right.
So it's sort of like, you know, I don't know. We got to just start seeking for a middle ground. The problem is, much like Andy Warhol predicted, everyone will have their 15 minutes of fame. Now the only goal in this country of every kid who's born is to be famous.
Right.
Everyone just wants to be fucking famous, and they will do anything to fucking do it.
Right.
And the problem is nobody gets famous by saying reasonable, moderate, well thought out, balanced things.
No.
Because we're all fucking rubberneckers, and we all like to pull over and look at a car on fire. And
Right.
that's what this whole country has become, a car on fire. And that's why this fucking White House Correspondents' dinner has become such a train wreck, is because there is no free press anymore. As soon as the internet came and the journalism industry did not adapt financially to its existence, and they became dependent on ads, you're not a free press anymore.
Right.
Now it's just fucking rubberneckers clicking on verbal car crashes, headlines, just boom, to get clicks so they can get their numbers up, so they can show advertisers. So it's not journalism. It's entertainment masquerading as journalism. And that's why the whole country's gone mad. And we're not going back.
Right.
This is it. When's the last time you went into a goddamn hospital or and had to do anything serious and you saw anything but South Asian and Asian doctors, the tech community? It's because Americans are fucking lazy, and these people come, they're the son of immigrants or they're immigrants themselves, and they focus on education, they work harder, and they just fucking are taking us out.
Also, just a disclaimer, too. If you're taking any life advice from the History Hyenas, you are also part of the problem. So listen to us. We hope that you're laughing at what we're saying, but just know we're fucking idiots.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, I mean, Giannis is very articulate and well-spoken.
But it's all bullshit.
It's yeah. I mean, and what I just said. I mean, I'm going to go to jail for someday. So, so just yeah. I mean, but yeah. Look, comedy. I think comedians, because we see people, in these dark basements that just want to laugh and just want to like.
But be honest. Usually they do.
They do. To be honest, they do
The
laugh.
problem's not really that bad in comedy clubs. Like the
No.
PC problem. Like I got a lot of jokes like that. I know you got a lot of jokes like that where I say words that you're not supposed to say. I would say 97% of the time they go really well.
Right.
So it's like the PC shit is not really happening in comedy clubs.
Yeah, because I feel like when people come to a comedy club, when they come to like a dark, dingy basement, it's like kind of like they're leaving their baggage at the door, and they're like, all right, I'll just laugh. And usually, if the person's not laughing or makes like a statement, like and says like that offended him or her in the middle of a show, then the whole audience turns on them. So
Yeah.
it's like never, not once have I seen like a whole audience like just want to walk out. Maybe you get a one or two, but they get booed as they walk out by the other audience member because and these other audience members may feel offended by the joke too, but they're like, fuck it, I'm laughing. But I think to your point, what you said before is now you have comedians. Some comedians have TV shows now where the goal of the show is not to make you laugh, it's to make you think, and it's to make a point about something. And it's like, that's fine. All that stuff is fine. But it's like, I don't know why you're calling yourself a comedian for that. The laughs have to be first.
Yeah.
You have to be going for the laughs to be a comedian. If you want to do other stuff and you're a comedian who wants to do smart, thought-provoking shit that's not funny, that's totally fine. I mean, you're a human being. Do whatever you want. But this is not a comedy show, and that's okay.
Well, look, man, you got to give credit to these what do we call them? They're not geniuses. They're kind of overeducated affluent people,
Right.
and their kids. You got to give credit to them because what
Right.
they've done, and hear me out on my theory here.
Here we go.
They've taken over comedy,
Okay.
and this is how they've taken over comedy. Mush is falling asleep, which is hilarious.
Well, Mush is a fucking diabetic.
I mean, yeah, he's diabetic.
I'm pre-diabetic.
He's
Are
pre-diabetic.
you pre-diabetic? What's your A1C?
I don't know. I'm not actually.
No.
You're not? You got your blood test? You're not pre-diabetic?
Yeah, you need to replace sweets with Smithies.
What health conditions do you have?
Just asthma.
Oh, okay. It's a serious one. And what else?
And I'm fat.
No.
Health conditions. He said he has. He said
sit
I have
on the
asthma
couch.
and I'm fat.
Sit on the
Yeah,
couch.
you can take a
I'm
snooze in the
low-key
couch.
watching him. That's why
Oh, okay.
I'm learning.
All right.
okay.
Okay. Well, I heard you snoring, so I was like, "What's going on over here?"
Fucking Mike.
Don't worry about it, dude. It's a fucking snooze fest.
Don't worry about it, dude.
But yo, here's my theory. Check out my theory.
Okay.
It used to. You remember like comedians like Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams, like even guys like Jim Carrey, things like that. Nobody ever went like they worked hard. Like nobody thinks of. They're just overwhelmingly talented.
Right.
Like overwhelmingly fucking talented.
Right.
Very few people have that talent.
Right.
Right? In order to be a Jerry Seinfeld or a Ray Romano or something like that, you had to work really hard on your joke structure and things like that. And those people worked hard. And a few of those people slipped through, right? But mostly it was like these people were overwhelmingly talented. Now, those people are called, you'd be considered a hack, right? You're doing a voice or you're doing something that exhibits comedic talent. They have kind of controlled the conversation in a way to enable their existence by saying, that person is hack. That's bad. That's guys that he's performing, please. I sit there and write jokes all day in an autistic voice. This is what comedy is.
Right.
So then there's like these white people are sitting there and like that's fucking the new comedy. And you got to give them credit. They've kind of bullied that into existence to sort of create jobs for themselves because they're overeducated. They're not that bright naturally. They're normal intelligence, but they're overeducated because we live in an affluent time, and their parents benefited from industrialization and the post World War II boom. So now these fucking kids, sons of baby boomers, and their kids are just like, what are we gonna do? I don't want to work in an office. I'm gonna be a comedian. How do I become a comedian? Fucking create a moral backdrop to get people to my rallies.
Yeah.
And create some enemies and be like, look at these fucking people over here doing bad things. Yeah. And that's what's happened.
I mean, I'm telling you, I think...
And that's why we celebrate hard workers in comedy now. He works so hard. She works so hard. I mean, are they fucking fun? Do they have any talent?
Well, I wonder, too, if we lived in a society like when I'm watching the show The Tudors, right? King Henry VIII said... He would just cut your head off. Like that was just a thing that would happen. Like you would just get beheaded for minor offenses. And there was one scene where one of his noblemen was like, "Why do you do that?" And he was like, "To keep order. I just have to keep order."
Hyenas through the streets.
So I cut people's heads off, and then So it's like I wonder if we just like started, if Trump just turned around one day and just started hanging people in cages in the middle of the streets, if there would be outrage all the time anymore. Do you think there's just outrage because there's no penalty because you can't really get hit anymore? Like I'm not talking about. I mean, you can't get punched at all, but like there's no threat of violence against you at all. Do you think that's a part of it?
It could be a little part. I think most of the part of it is people have created a void in the marketplace for themselves, and the outrage is what fuels that. So, for example, if you're a blogger, how do you create a market for yourself? You feign this outrage, and you try to convince people that they need to be outraged, and then you're the person they come to find out what to be outraged about.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
It's all fake jobs.
But is it part of my psychosis? Am I kind of like the Golden State serial killer because I've never been outraged by anything. I've been mad.
You're a psychopath. Yeah.
Is that like Zach? Have you ever been outraged by something where like you needed to take to social media or to some type of open forum to get it off your dirty ISIS chest?
One word: America.
Yeah, you don't have any passions.
Like, is that what it is? Am I depressed?
you have appetites. You're a psychopath. So
Okay.
psychopaths have appetites.
Not
so you
passions.
get passionate about things that please you.
Right.
So yeah, you're not going to get outraged about any justice issues because you don't care about
Like
society.
I just don't. And it's like if someone came
In
up
fact,
to me,
you enjoy when
Yeah.
like the turmoil and you enjoy it. You like watching people go down.
like, well, but like even
You're
like,
bored out of your mind.
but I try to think about things where it's like even like my most precious thing is obviously my daughter, and it's like even on social media, like when I was posting pictures of her when she was first born, and she did look like an alien. I mean, that's just what happens. Newborn babies look like aliens, and people were like commenting like, "Ooh, ugly baby," at times, and it's like. I remember like her mom and my mom were like, we want to fucking kill them, but I just never fucking cared. I was like, let them say that. They're clearly sick people. Like, if you're gonna say any baby's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I don't think my baby's ugly, so I keep moving forward. Is that a healthy way, or am I very unhealthy?
No, for that, I think that's pretty. I mean, it's healthy.
But I
First,
just don't care. I just don't care about anything.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Even if you were like, oh, your career, like, I mean, I want to do well, but it's like I just don't. I don't know. I'm
Look,
just gonna
you're-
keep going.
Yeah, with your mentality, you're the type of hyena that's going to go like this.
What? Yeah. Tell me
You,
how it
you
goes.
live,
down.
you live consequence free. So
Right.
you go wild, like you post pictures of whatever. You tried to live stream the inside of your asshole.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I want to walk you up to Poughkeepsie and put a bullet in the back of your head.
Right.
For law and order.
Right. Right.
So you're the type of you. That means you're gonna have a good 55 years, like carefree fucking what's going on, smoothies for 55.
Yeah.
And then just an alligator is gonna eat you because you're gonna be like, let's go skin. You're gonna be in Florida,
Right.
and you're gonna be going wild, and you're gonna be tucking your dick between your legs to make people laugh, and you're gonna go, I'm gonna fucking run across this pond, and an alligator in Florida is just gonna eat your legs off.
Right.
And then you're still going to be going, Kia, while you're drowning in sludge in the swamps of Florida. But you're going to have a good 55 till that point.
Right. So is that all bad then?
No, it's not all bad. Because we're going down anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna
Because then
die.
on the opposite end of the spectrum, you represent that end of the spectrum, but on the opposite end of the spectrum are the people who are too kind of nervous, concerned, always thinking about consequences,
Right.
would never hop across a swamp in Florida.
Who've
because
never done
they-
anything in
they
their
don't do
life.
anything, yeah.
It's just kind of their life is just.
You're just
boring.
extreme, cuz.
Yeah.
You're going to have a good
55.
short run. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, Sammy Davis had a good 60-something year. Like, they call it Sammy Davis year. Somebody coined that for him. Would you rather have like 90 of some fucking curmudgeon years, or would you have like 60 Sammy Davis Jr. years?
Where he just every day was just a fucking fiasco.
Yeah, I mean, he's a black Jew. I mean, he's like you. He doesn't make sense. He's black, but he's Jewish. He can tap dance. He's banging white women. He's smoking sticks. He's talking out of the corner of his mouth, drinking whiskey. Fucking wild.
Sammy Davis.
I mean, you're fucking good. You're good for the morale down here.
Cuz, do
the
we-
simulators like you for the morale.
Cuz we're over 30 minutes in. Do we even have a topic? We don't even have a history topic today, cuz.
Well, we were gonna go Two Blue. We were gonna make this the first True Blue 2 episode.
True Blue Toe.
We were gonna do the. There we go. We got the new hyena sound effects.
And then give him the bad. Bad. Yeah.
Bad. Where'd you get the bads?
From you guys.
Oh, let me hear them again.
Bad. Bad. Oh, we also have
We
to
need
shout
to
out
be put down.
Raphael DeLuca made another fucking remix of a song that we'll put out on Patreon.
That one got me a little bit. That one
was
made
a
me
good one.
laugh. Yeah.
What, the video?
It's
the video
raining, man. That shit was funny.
And
yeah.
it's our heads popping all over. I got to post that
Yeah.
shit. I still haven't posted it yet. Thank you, Raphael DeLuca.
Rafael DeLuca. Well, we were thinking about doing the White House Correspondents' Dinner and the history of marathons.
The history of marathons, because there was the New York City half marathon that our friend Sergio Chacon ran in with New Balance sneakers on, because he's an old nun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucking
Is there more dad sneakers than New Balance running sneakers?
go to at Sergio Chacon on Twitter and Instagram and just post pictures about his horrid sneakers for us guys. The Hyena Army, please attack Sergio's disgusting feet.
Yo, Mush keeps falling asleep.
Mush,
Yo, cuz, did you
Mush.
bring your insulin with you?
Bad. Mush, Mush, are you all right? Why are you so tired?
I was up late and I got up early to see Avengers today.
Oh, up early to see Avengers. How was it? What did you give it?
I liked it.
Was it fantastic? You wouldn't say fantastic.
Wait a second. Hold up a sec. Can we just stop for a second?
Yeah.
Did he just say? Bardo caught it. You're tired because you got up early to see Avengers today?
The showing was at 9.
The showing was at 9
You
a.m.
went at 9 a.m. to see Avengers.
Is there not another time you could get tickets? Is it all sold out?
Well, I wanted to be on time for this.
Wait a minute. How long is the movie? It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's like 2.5 hours, and I thought I was supposed to be here at 3.
So what? Mush. So wait a second. So you woke up. Where do you live? Jersey?
Harlem.
Harlem. Okay, so you woke up at what? 8 a.m.
No, I woke up at 9. That was too early for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you woke up at 9.
What time did you go to bed?
Like 3, 4.
Yeah,
And you saw the movie at what time? 10 a.m. 10:30.
10:30.
10:30.
10:30, and then it was done by 1. And then what did you do?
I came over here.
Was
So
there
you
a
just
lot?
been sitting here since 1 o'clock?
No, I walked from Union Square. I took the train from Brooklyn to Union Square and then walked over here.
Bush, were there was the place packed? The theater?
Yeah.
It was packed
Okay.
at 10:30 a.m. So if I'm trying to get tickets for at 6, I can't just walk into Avengers. Not now.
I mean, I just walked up and
Bought a
bought
ticket.
tickets, but I mean, it was still full.
Yeah.
Can I just make a point right now?
Yes.
This is not. I don't want you to take this personal, Mush, because I'm the same way.
You're calling me Mush, so it's already.
Oh, am I already messing up the name?
That's just, my name's Mike. I
Mike.
mean, that'd be nicer.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, but what?
Who calls you Mush? I know you as
Doesn't
Mush.
Bobby call you Mushy Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really nice though.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Are you offended?
I'm not offended. I just would prefer to be called by my name.
Oh, here we go.
We're
Mike.
fucking
Here
hyenas
we go.
bad.
I
Yeah,
know.
sorry, you're
Don't worry about
offended,
it.
Mike.
All right, Mike, I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
I'm not offended. I was
Mike
just-
Hall. Mikey.
Gonna cut his dick off. Mike. All right, go ahead.
Sorry,
I'm sorry
guys.
about that, Mike.
No, it's
dude,
fine.
fucking you. It's your personal. You're in your. We want you to be in your Steve Speeds.
Would you
Anyway.
would you feel the same?
So yeah.
All right, Mike. Okay, so,
Woke up too
so
late.
what were we gonna say?
All the things I was saying before about how comfortable we have it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you're not a teenager, right?
No, I'm in my 30s.
He's tired. He just said he's in his 30s, and he said he's tired because he woke up early to go see the movie Avengers.
Yeah, that's why he's tired.
Now, when your parents were kids,
Right.
or in their 30s, could you picture your dad going, "I'm tired because I went to see the Batman movie at 9:30 a.m.?" I mean, does anyone have a fucking job anymore?
Yeah.
And the theater was packed. I mean, does anyone fucking work anymore?
no.
I mean,
My
well,
parents woke up early to make movies, if that counts.
I mean, dude, when my dad was 17, he had a fucking suit on.
Yeah.
He was working selling insurance.
Yeah.
With shoes on.
So in many ways,
Now I'm 50 wearing Jordans. I mean, we are fucking wild.
So in many ways, though, but I think what Mike represents is good. It's positive, you know. I mean, it's great that like you can just, you don't have to like work anymore. I mean, who wants to slave in sweatshops? It's good. So I think it's progress. It's probably to some it's progress. To most, to like the scholarly people, we know it's the country's demise. We know that that's not a good sign, but it feels good right now.
Oh, it's great. It's great
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. But yeah, the consequence of that, sort of the bag ass of that, sort of the side effect of that is sort of like people like, just like creating these jobs for themselves. Like nobody
Right.
wants to work a real job. Nobody has to. So it's like, now I'm a blogger. This is what I'm outraged about. Now I'm a comedian, even though I've never was funny in my entire life. Nobody ever wanted to listen to me. But now I'm just going to go up there and rant about something like me being bullied. And I'm going to sell out theaters and I'm going to get fucking TV shows. And
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
So in many ways, you can't even be mad at it because they're very
Yeah.
smart to figure it out.
Exact. And it is what it is. It's just
Right.
taking a step back and noticing the times we live. Maybe that's the good stuff now.
Right.
Maybe like that's just what is good. Because since everyone is so comfortable, people don't even really need to laugh like for real anymore.
No.
Because their lives are so good. Because you only really need comedy if you're miserable, you know?
Right, right.
So it's like, and reality's tough, but if you're connected to reality, since everyone's living in the internet and
I
not
agree.
in reality, they don't even need real laughs presented by really funny people.
I agree.
They just need kind of autistic,
Yeah.
watching an autistic show.
Then comedian to go amazing.
Yeah,
they
or
always say that
something.
word the same.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
that's how you know it's like just a joke,
Shit
right?
like that. Or
Amazing.
Just people to shit all over white men. I mean, if you were a white man right now, first of all, it doesn't matter what type of white man you are. You're fucking lumped in.
You're lumped in.
Doesn't matter if you just got here from Poland 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
Welcome to fuck you, asshole.
Chesh. Mike, you're married too?
I'm married. Yeah.
Does your wife know that you left early this morning to go see Avengers, or does she think you went to a real job?
My wife still lives in Texas, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Wait a minute. So what? So
I live
what-
on a couch when I live up here. Yeah.
So it's a long distance marriage, an LDM.
Yeah.
Is it working out good?
I mean, it's only been like since October, but yeah.
But how often do you see her?
Like twice a month usually.
Oh, that's good. She comes here, you go there.
I have a lot of road work down there, so yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're always around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that's a very supportive wife.
Yeah, for now.
Do you guys have kids?
No.
No. For now, you don't think the marriage is going to work?
I mean, we'll just see.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, statistically, it's not.
Yeah.
You hit the road with Bobby a lot?
Not yet. No.
Who do you hit the road with? Just you?
Just me. Yeah.
Fucking great.
Fucking Mike. Sorry.
Fucking Mike.
No, it's fine.
Where did Mush come? Mush is a good nickname.
Well, I mean,
Bobby, I heard Bobby say that.
Liz gave it to me actually.
Oh, fucking Liz.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell
So
Liz
it's gonna
that it
stick for
offends you.
forever.
I'm going to tell Liz that it offends you, and that I expect her resignation.
Yeah. What is the Mush? What is it for, Mush?
My personality when you first meet me.
Oh, like you're a mushy kind of like nice guy?
Lovable guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mush can also mean you're bad luck, too.
Yeah, you were saying before.
Put him in the closet. Yeah.
Mush can also mean bad luck.
What was that guy named Coffee Cakes? Coffee Cakes face?
Yeah, coffee cake.
I don't want that looking at that kid.
So
when he-
Mush,
yeah.
Chaz Palminteri.
Yeah, put him in the closet.
Put him in the bathroom.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. I don't want that face looking at that kid when he's throwing those dice.
He's a Mush. That's a classic movie.
Good movie, cuz.
Mafia movies are good movies.
Good movies.
Yeah, so...
That's another thing. I get upset with Italians when they're like, you know what, the mafia movies are stereotyping us, but then you go and like, stop doing that. But then you go into any Italian restaurant, fucking headshots of every mafia actor. Look, it's Big Pussy. He had spaghetti here.
Yeah, because it's all... I mean, I think you're smart enough to know that none of it fucking matters, dude. It doesn't... Who cares? If someone wants to be outraged, let them be outraged, because guess what? 10 minutes from now, they'll be outraged at the next person.
Yeah.
So take the outrage for a few minutes. Just fucking laugh in their face.
Yeah.
I don't care. I genuinely don't care.
Yeah.
Because it's such a bunch of bullshit.
It blows over quick.
And I'm telling you, dude, in a fucking way, it pushes you. It's pushing us all more right than left. It pushes you more right than left.
It does push you a little more right.
It pushes you more
it's
right.
Unfortunate.
You know, Trump's going to win again. That's what's going to happen.
I wonder if the people who are doing it know that.
They
like,
don't know
they
that.
Don't know that.
They're too locked in with their own bullshit. They're like, fuck him. And it's like, well, guess what?
Yeah.
Welcome in for another 4 years because you push good people who are in the middle. You're pushing them more right than left.
Yeah.
They're not coming to you because you're too outrageous.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I'd rather just... at times, the right seems more normal than the left. At times.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be interesting to see what happens in the future. I do believe we're past the peak. I do believe that.
Yeah.
We definitely are an empire, even though we're never talked about as such, as being one. We are. I mean, we have bases in, how many hundreds
It will be called an empire, 200, 300 years from now.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I don't know that the British were necessarily saying they were living in the empire.
Right.
I mean, maybe they were. I don't know. I know when the Dark Ages were happening, they didn't say we're living in the Dark Ages. That's a
Right.
term that's coined later on.
Right.
You know, so
only the Romans probably referred to themselves as that, and then I think because then that's what the Reich was about. Right,
Yeah.
that's what your people did. They wanted
Yeah.
to do another empire. We're going to
Yeah.
be the fucking German Empire is going to take over,
the Third Reich.
and everybody's going to be pale skin and tall.
I'll tell you what, in Europe right now, I heard that it's getting pretty frisky over there. The Germans are starting to talk. They're starting to, you know what it always happens? The first two World Wars, people just start kicking around Poland. They just start fucking field goal kicking Poland a little bit.
where it
Like,
starts,
fuck
right?
you, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. My friend, the godfather of my child's Polish, and he's saying that's what's happening back in Warsaw now. It's like a little bit of like, yeah, why don't you shut your mouth, you fucking Polish Jew.
Germans
Yeah,
are
a
doing.
little
Oh
bit,
boy,
yeah.
here they come.
Yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
telling you, dude, Mr. Panos is not all wrong about Germans.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not all wrong.
They're coming back.
They're fucking. It's something inside you guys, and I
Yeah.
love just calling you German, even though you're not.
I don't know. I got to check Ancestry.com again.
Dude, there's something in Germans where they just like, yeah, they can't like fucking, they can't handle
I can't
it.
let it go.
They got to like they have to try to dominate the world.
Yeah.
They're like Dr. Evil or something.
Because you know what's
They're the
happening?
Dr. Evil of people.
You know what's happening with Ancestry.com? I think they're taking all our DNA, or like the 23andMe. They're just taking their DNA and they're going to build humans with it.
They are,
I think
right?
that's what it is. I think that's what. Yeah, we're just giving our saliva and we're like, oh look, you're from fucking Macedonia. You're 10% fucking blah, blah, blah. It's like no, that's all made up shit.
Yeah.
That's just some guy. That's a guy like Mike, just on his fucking computer, just being like, yeah, fuck this, blah blah blah. That's it, boom. And then what scientists are doing, they're taking that and they're storing it in a freezer and they're going to build robots that look just like us. And one day they're going to unleash them, and that's what it's going to get fucked.
But yo, the Chrissy D robot,
Yeah.
gonna be cute robot.
It's gonna be cute. They're gonna have to make it a little bottom heavy.
Yo, Mikey's robot, gonna go see Robot Avengers
Yeah.
up early at 9:30.
Mikey's robot's just gonna randomly turn off at different times in the day.
Zacky's robot, not gonna need to have tape. He's not gonna need tape on your glasses because robots don't need glasses.
Mikey's robot's gonna blow himself up.
Oh, you got rid of holy shit!
The fucking wow, dude. The caliphate. What happened?
Because you got to get a Muslim prayer button too for us to celebrate.
What did you do? What did you do that Osama bin Laden's ghost awarded you new glasses?
I know this guy. He also sells rugs and like spices for pizza places.
Yes.
You know, he hooked me up. He hooked
Yeah,
one of my
fucking
wives
look
up.
good,
She
though.
came back.
Bro,
Yo,
the glasses
Zach,
look fresh, man.
You look good, bro.
Man, you're a cute kid.
Yeah, you're cute. Welcome
Hey.
to the Cutie with Smoothie Crew.
Hi.
Hey.
Good for you, dude. All right, so Zach's got new glasses.
Yeah.
Why we spoke about the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I mean, I guess we could talk about the history of marathons.
We could talk about both. I mean, the White House Correspondents' Dinner, I started in 1914.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. And then I think they didn't even do the first one till like, I don't know, later on. And
The
there's only
first what?
the association, the White House Correspondents Association, I think was founded in 1914, right, Isis? Can you look that up? 1914, so you know, right at the beginning of the 20th century, it started. But then they didn't start the White House Correspondents' Dinner till after that. When did they start that, Ice? Can you look that up? White House Correspondent first dinner, and then they didn't start having comedians. I know, if I remember correctly, till the 80s.
Wow.
So before that, they had singers. They had, you know, they give out scholarships. They give out awards.
Right.
It's-
Well, because yeah, they kept saying last night that it's a 4-hour event, and the
Yeah.
comedian just represents, or the entertainment just represents 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
it's a whole event
Whole thing.
that we never see.
Exactly.
1914, it was formed, and they've been having them since then.
They've been having the dinners since then.
The dinner. It's the White House Correspondents Association is the name of the actual like company that puts them on, but they've been going on since 1914.
You sure the dinner's been going since 1914? Though?
Let's see.
Yeah, check that out, because I think the dinner came later. And I mean, there've been some big name comedians that performed on it, cuz.
Oh yeah, huge.
Since but you know, you're right though, because it gets a little weird. Okay, they started pretty strong.
1921, the first dinner.
First
Wish you
dinner,
might just help me out there.
Okay, there you go. 1921 was the first dinner, and they didn't start having comedians, I guess, till the 70s. But here's a list of comedians that have performed there: Bob Hope and Chevy Chase.
Whoa.
Those are two big names.
Huge.
Yeah. Then Mark Russell, don't know who that is. Rich Little, big. That was a big comic back then, right? Rich Little.
Impressionist, right?
Yeah. Dick Cavett, was he big? Dick Cavett.
I think he was like the didn't he like wasn't he like the original Tonight Show guy? Dick Cavett?
I don't know. Isn't it wild? It's so wild how you could be so big during your time, and then like
Yeah.
20 years later, people are like, who's that?
Yeah, I mean he's like literally Dick Cavett. I think was like Jimmy Fallon level.
Yeah.
And now we're like, well, who?
Who? And then after that, 87 was Jay Leno, who
Oh.
also now, like, if you probably ask someone who's 21 years old who Jay Leno was, they're gonna be like, who?
Oh, what?
And then it goes Yakov Smirnoff. That was a weird choice. That was in 88. Then Jim Morris, he was a Bush impersonator. He did it 89 and 90. Sinbad got in there in 91.
Fuck yeah.
Paula Poundstone, Elaine Boozler, Al Franken, Conan O'Brien, Al Franken, Jon Stewart, Ray Romano, Aretha Franklin. I guess they didn't have, in 99, they didn't even have a comic.
Well, it's just Aretha Franklin doing stand up.
I guess so. And then Jay Leno again, Daryl Hammond, Drew Carey, Ray Charles, Jay Leno, Cedric the Entertainer, Stephen Colbert, Rich Little again, Craig Ferguson, Wanda Sykes, Jay Leno again, Seth Meyers, Jimmy Kimmel, O'Brien, Joel McHale, the year I was there, Cecily Strong, Larry Wilmore, Hassan Minaj, Michelle Wolf. 2018. Yeah.
Who's gonna be next?
Who's
year?
gonna be next?
Tell you who it's not gonna be, a straight white male.
No, the year of who's it gonna be?
Who would it be? I don't know. Maybe
take-
us.
let's
Maybe
get-
the Bay Ridge Boys.
Yo, how fucking great would that be? if
Could
the
you
Bay-
imagine if we hosted the fucking White House Correspondents' Dinner?
That would be fucking great, cuz. We
Yo.
go up there. What's up, cuz? Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Bet.
Yeah, nice to you. Sucking dick.
Suck a
The
dog.
president's out here sucking dick.
Yo, want to say what's up to, what's your name again? I don't even know. Huckabee Sanders Kia.
we would come out to our fucking theme music.
Yeah. Big kill. Donald Trump. Kill cat.
Donald Trump, kill little guy.
Yo, think he's gonna kill bot.
It is fucking wild, though, how just like 200 years ago, if any of the things that you said about the president or the king at that time, because just watching the Tudors, if you even didn't have the same religion as the king, he would cut your fucking head off.
I know.
Could you imagine Like the world that we live in, where you could just say anything you want. Even in other countries at this time. I mean, in Russia, you can't have the White House Correspondents or the equivalent of that.
Yeah.
If you said anything like that about Putin, he would kill you and your entire family with fucking poison your fucking family.
He loves to poison people.
I think that's another problem with America too. Is very lenient here. You say whatever you want, nothing's going to happen to you. In Russia, you and your family will be fucking murdered.
Yeah, but is that I mean, it's good that you can say.
To be honest with you, I don't.
You think we need more consequences out here?
I don't speak negatively about the president because I respect him.
Yeah,
I didn't vote for him at all. But you couldn't pay me to do that.
You respect the office.
You couldn't pay me to want to make fun of the president. You couldn't do it. I have no Trump jokes just because it's just like I know Obama jokes.
Yeah,
it's just like I respect it. I respect it too much. I'm a kid. I'm fucking born in Queens. Son.
Yeah, so you respect the flag. You respect the flag. Yeah,
respect the flag.
When you buy your first house, there's definitely gonna be an American flag hanging off the front door.
Yeah. I already bought my first house, cuz. You know that.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about house.
Oh, house.
You got an apartment.
I can't have a house too far. I'm scared of too many rooms.
Oh yeah, ghost. But if you did,
no, not ghost. Just if I can't have a basement or an attic, because I think that's where the murderers are.
Yeah, well, that's where. But also ghosts down there.
Yeah, ghosts. But no, ghosts. I'm understanding that ghosts probably aren't real now.
Oh yeah. Okay. So now you know the murderer. Because you could be scared of murderers.
Yeah, the murderers is just like that's.
Because you're graduate. You're getting older.
Yeah, I'm evolving.
Yeah, you're evolving. You're 33. Maybe not going to be scared of ghosts for your 34th year.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We should do my birthday party in a haunted house.
Yo, this podcast is moving on up. Zach doesn't have tape on his glasses, and Chrissy's no longer scared of ghosts.
Yeah, and we got a new member, Mike. Just a fucking narcoleptic Mike is just in here.
Falling asleep because real tired from getting up early to go see the Avengers movie.
Yeah, he's got an Avengers. Yo, does Chris Pratt or Thor take their shirts off?
No, actually.
Fuck. Yeah. Why am I going to see it then? The only reason I wake up at 9 a.m. to see that to see some chesticles.
I got to admit, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard when he said, I'm a little tired. Got up early to go see the Avengers movie. I even heard Bardo snicker over my shoulder because he's looking at this trash table right here. Can you believe what you're seeing?
Bardo, can you fucking imagine if your ancestors saw this, that they left you plots and plots and plots of land and wealth beyond your fucking wildest dreams, and this is what you're doing? You're sitting Bobby Kelly's Riotcast studio right now with these trash monkeys that we're fucking
trash monkeys,
and we're fucking drinking smoothies, making fun of Zach's glasses. Mike's falling asleep. There's pictures of hyenas with its tail in its asshole, and you could have been the Duke of Orleans.
Yeah, you got to admit.
And instead, you're here in New York City with us.
Bardo, I think your ancestors might have had it a little bit right. No, don't you think they were a little right? Like, no, like government by the people. Like, they just had a king.
Yeah.
And then, like, if Mike said, like, I'm a little tired because I went to see the Avengers movies, they would just take him out back and take his head off, you know?
They'd be like,
and be like, we don't want this kid to reproduce.
Yeah, they'd be like, look, Mike, like, you can do what you want, but understand you're going to have to continue to do what you want without a head.
Yeah, without a head. You're going to lose your head.
Yeah, we're gonna throw your head, and sometimes they would just boil you alive.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you could be sitting here in King Henry's time, you could be sitting right here and do nothing, and then King Henry would just look at you and not like you, and 10 minutes later, you're being boiled alive.
Yeah. If you're not out there getting that wheat out of the ground with your bare hands for no money at all on their land, like the good serf that you are, they will fucking chop your head off and kick it down the hill.
That's just what it is.
That's just what it is.
Sorry, Mike.
I mean, I know you want to go to the movies, but Bardo's people don't want to get nauseous. So, who's going to win?
Bardo's, just dry heaving outside the theater because we're all scum. You have to understand, Mike. I don't think Mike knows the backstory. Yeah. Bardo is a wasp. Okay, Bardo comes from an elite British royal family. So to us, because we're ethnic looking, he's nauseated by all of us. Not just you, not just me, Giannis, Zach especially.
Zach especially,
yeah. Just because, so I have to understand, like, he's doing a good job. Like, but even the way he's sitting with his legs crossed.
We're
like that,
trash monkeys.
He can't, if you notice, he'll look up very seldomly. He'll laugh silently to himself, but if he looks at us, he's going to regurgitate his escargot lunch.
Yeah. By the way, I love that.
I love it.
Dude, I love trash monkeys.
Trash monkeys.
Trash monkeys in the go one.
Should I be a t-shirt? Trash monkeys with our faces in it?
Yo, so what is your ethnic background, Mush?
Hispanic.
Hispanic. Yeah. Bardo smelled that on the way in.
Yeah, Bardo, he almost just collapsed. Bardo hates the Spaniards.
That fucking rounds out the ethnic trash sitting at this table for you, Bardo. Fucking Italian, a Greek, some sort of Muslim mutt, and a fucking Latin kid. Ugh. you will not be eating for a week. That's why he stays so skinny, because he lives in New York City. He can't eat.
When he comes home on this podcast, he doesn't even kiss his wife. He just jumps right into the shower. With his clothes on, probably. He needs to wash it off.
It's the immigrant stench off of him.
Yeah,
he
it's
can't
gross.
handle it. Now, here's my question for you, Chrissy.
Yes.
So, the good question is, the good part about the White House Correspondents' Dinner is that it does celebrate the First Amendment in a way, like you said, that the president's there and you can roast them, and that we live in a country where it's okay to do that, which I think is a good thing. That's the positive part about it, is at least from my eyes.
Right.
The negative part is the press corps kissing the ass of the people they cover. They're fucking having a night where they all kind of fucking suck each other's dicks.
Right.
So which is more valuable? Do you think that there should be a dinner because it's worth it to watch to celebrate that we live in a country where the president could get roasted in front of his face without getting your head cut off? Or should we get rid of it because the press is cozying up to the president and the whole thing is just disgusting?
Well, okay. First of all, I think that the idea of a president or a king or any kind of leader of a people is hilarious to me. It's such a meaningless thing. I mean, I know that it exists in our lives, and we have to bow down to it, or else we'll be killed and have everything taken away. But I mean, it's hilarious to me, like when I watch shows that, like, when kings used to walk around with fucking crowns on their head, and it's like, you're just a human pile of shit like the rest of us. You're just a walking bag of feces like the rest of us. We're all gonna die, and I don't care what kind of crypt you're in, or I don't care what, you're going into the ground, and then your soul is going into wherever you fucking believe it's gonna go. Probably nowhere, probably nothing. So it's like, the fact that we even have people that have titles and walk around is like, I actually laugh out all the time. I'm like, I can't believe that people think they're better than one another, but whatever. But so with all that being said, though, I do still respect the rules of this great country. So I would rather not have, the best case scenario for me is to have the White House Correspondents' Dinner, because really the country doesn't care. They just care about the people who care about it. So let them have a nice party, do whatever they want to do, and just leave the president as a whole out of it. Just leave him out of it. And when you're around the president, even though it's a made-up title and he thinks he's a fucking big deal, and it's hilarious because when you all die, you're all going to be gasping for your last breath, shitting your pants. The same thing for everybody. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck. So it's like the same thing, but it's like just while we're here on Earth, just for your own good, just to save your own face, and just respect him. Have an easy as life as possible, because I think the real fun begins when we check out of here.
That's when you think it gets
When we
good.
clock out, I think it starts to get.
What do you think? What do you think happens when you check out?
When you check out,
Besides, walking down the beach with your Catholic Jesus and Virgin Mary suckling on the Virgin Mary's breast.
well, there's that. But then I think that you just snap out of the video game. I think that where this is the game, and where I think you're the simulator. That's why that's why there's a belief out there that we're all God, because it's like we're all creating. If this is a video game and we don't even know that we're in a video game, then it's like once we die and our game is over, game over, whatever it is, then we just snap back and we go back to living whatever fucking immortal life we have, or whatever planet we're on. I mean, maybe even when we snap out of it, we go into the next life, which is the next life is just the life that we were supposed to be living, but it's just been on pause because we're in this video game.
Because you're either a really good kid or a really good psychopath. Either way, if you're a psychopath and this is your mask, if you're a TBP, if you're a TBP, true TBP,
True blue psycho,
you deserve it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think if some psychologist came here and tried to pull your mask back and tell me what the real Chrissy D is, I would stop him, because I would go, stop.
Right.
I'd go, stop. I don't want to know.
Right.
I want to live in the Matrix. I want to live in the Matrix version, Chrissy D.
Yeah.
I want to make, because whatever, your mask is gorgeous.
You want to walk around in the world while I'm walking around giving my theories with a 10-year-old's book bag on.
Yeah. I want to live in that world.
Yeah.
I want to believe you're a good kid. If you're a psychopath, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But if you're not a psychopath, you're a good kid.
I'm a good kid.
You're a good kid.
I try, my theories.
You don't have a big ego, because you get it. I think it gets. Don't you think it gets kind of, the world can be broken down into two categories when it comes to human beings? People who kind of get it and people who don't.
Yeah.
People who kind of get it, like, it's not about you, cuz.
Yeah, because I don't. Cause
some people think it's about them, and it's fucking hilarious.
And that's why I think there are times when I kind of maybe don't have a passion for things, and maybe it's, I think I do have a passion, but why things don't bother me, because I can just see how it's all ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, you could say whatever you want. You could tell me I'm not good. You could tell me I'm good. You could tell me I'm the best. You could tell me I'm the worst. I just don't care either way.
That's such a healthy
I'm just going to keep going forward. It's like, I respect you. Whatever you want to do is great. I'm not going to suck your dick, and you don't have to suck mine. If you want to suck my dick, it's there.
Yeah.
If you want me to suck your dick, I'll throw it in my mouth. I just don't. It just doesn't. I don't mind either way. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I don't get bent out of shape about anything.
Because at the end of the day, it's no big deal. The whole thing.
It's NBD, no big deal.
Yeah, but you do got to admit you have a good time though.
I do have.
Do you think that mentality enables you to have a good time?
I believe it does, yeah. Because I mean, today, like we do the podcast with you. Maybe I'll see Avengers. Maybe we'll go get some fucking Pepe's lunch.
Yeah.
Then I'll do my shows. I'll go see my kid. And I haven't thought about any. I mean, in my mind right now, I'm just, I think about. I'm telling you, every day I just think about Whitney Houston. I think about the Yankees. And I think about checking my Instagram stories. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I think about my daughter.
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean, yeah. It's like every day is just.
It's a good one.
It's what it is, cuz.
Yeah.
The Yanks are playing good.
Puss once in a while too.
Yeah, but I've been commenting. I haven't, no puss. Really, I've just been.
Sweets? No.
No, I mean, I had a gluten-free, sugar-free bite of a cupcake the other day, but that's about it. Well, with you, with the cookie, that's the last sweet I had.
Yeah, I caught you. But if I didn't catch you, you would eat the whole cookie. Because I was there, you threw half of it out.
Yeah, but I was nervous about the colonoscopy.
Yeah. Now the people at home they think it's funny. Here, look. I just want to explain something to you. We've been doing this podcast a little while. You may think
This
it's
is
funny.
the 9th episode.
It'll just always be our 9th
13.
episode. Yeah. Lucky 13.
Yeah,
but
go
I
ahead.
just want to explain something to you at home. I want to explain something to you. I want you to know how wild Chrissy. I just want you to know it's not a joke. Okay. I want you to know that when I'm talking about that this kid had a problem with sweets, it's not a joke.
Right.
You're talking about a healthy kid who's a Hall of Fame Division III basketball player. Okay?
That's hilarious.
One of the kings of white college basketball.
Absolutely.
Kid was an athlete.
Yeah.
Somehow, at the age of 33, we're talking about in-shape kid. I mean, a kid looks like an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, you put him and fucking Mike Mush next to each other. You're like, the Germans are going to put him in I'm sorry. They put you down. You don't belong. They're looking at him. They're going, this is the Aryan God right here.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this kid looks like this. He's in shape like this. He's been an athlete his whole life. Somehow, with the amount of sweets that he eats, he managed to give himself pre-diabetes. At 33. That lets you know how much of a problem sweets were. We're talking crack. You were a crackhead for cookies, cuz. We one day were hanging out with your friends, drinking down by the water, having a good time in the fucking scenery of Manhattan on that fucking boat. What is that place?
The
Me,
frying
you and
pan. The frying pan.
Frying pan. Me, you, and Otis having a great time. Fucking puss running around, drinking beers, having a couple laughs. You wanted to interrupt that time to go get a cupcake. A grown man. Not even a joke. Exactly. Fucking hyena bad. You were like, guys, he said to a group of men, do you guys want to go get a cupcake? And he meant it. And then we went and we got a cupcake.
How good was it, though,
It was a good
Magnolia?
cupcake. I wanted two.
Yeah.
But that's how crazy you are, cuz. I've never been hanging out with a guy. Guys go, you want to go get a beer? Guys want to get a burger?
No.
I've never had a guy go out of nowhere, you want to go get a cupcake?
Because me, you, and if it was me, you, and 10 other guys, my dream fucking day would be to open up the day eating chocolate chip banana pancakes and going to amusement parks. That's what I want to do. I want to go on roller coasters with you guys and eat pancakes.
Mike Mush is not his hey. Sounds like it's a pretty hard working day. That would tire me out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a kid would be really tired from playing all day.
Yo, guys, thank you so much for listening. Go to patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys to join our channel and to see. We're going to be posting a lot of shit. Also, I've said this every podcast and I'll say it again. Any members out there, any members of our community, or even if you're not a part of our community, if you are a baker and you can bake us a cake in the shape of a hyena pseudo-penis.
I mean, who asks for that?
Yeah.
What mind does that come out of all the things to bake us a cake of a pseudo-penis?
If you can Google what a hyena pseudo-penis is. If you don't already know, you should know if you listen to this podcast. But if you don't know, if you could bake us a cake with a hyena and its pseudo-penis, we would pay whatever you want. Just get in touch with us. Go to the website. What's our email again? BRB.
Zach, what's our email?
I think it's brb.patreon@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, brb.patreon@gmail.com. You can email us there. You can DM me at Chris D Comedy or Giannis Pappas at Giannis Pappas. But, yeah, if you can just send us that pseudo-penis cake, that'd be great.
At this point, somebody needs I need to see that pseudo-penis cake. I mean,
Just the
I'm
penis
curious.
or the hyena and the
Either.
The hyena and the pseudo-penis would be great.
That'd be great. I mean,
We have 3 new members of our Patreon family.
and before you read those off, just want to amend for our Patreon members now, if you want want to become a $1 member, you will get the bonus podcast episode as well. So sign up. It's $1 a month. Patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. Tell your friends.
Beautiful. And the 3 new members to the matriarch are Jim Rodriguez.
Jim Rodriguez.
Thank you. Getting some diversity. Matthew Budd.
Matthew
Budde.
What's up, bud, dude?
What's up, bud? Matthew Budd.
Matthew. What's up, guy?
And then Michael Barrett.
Yo, Michael Barrett.
Michael Barrett. He
Sounds like a bully.
Yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Barrett. Thank you for your service, but don't stop beating kids up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Tell your friends. History Hyenas. Bay Ridge Boys. We out.